creating right now. You see, there's a moment in life that changes everything. You don't see it coming, but it's happening in the quiet. And it's not on your calendar. No one called you to tell you about it, but guess what? It's here. You need to know what it feels like to have the life of your dreams, not later, but right now. See, this happens inside of you. It's when you stop waiting for your future to arrive in order for you to feel good about your life. You see, you have to start living right now, not someday, not when the money comes in, but right now. There is no tomorrow as far as you know it. Tomorrow's a gift. Nobody's received it yet. But you can't wait until the right person walks into your life. It has to happen right now. Before any of it physically appears, you have to know, embody, what does that feel like to have the life of my dreams, and not waiting for that moment to happen for you to feel great. You see, most people never reach that moment because they don't understand one single thing. You see, you can feel the life you want before you have it. I'll say that again, ladies and gentlemen, you can feel the life you want before you even had it. And if you have to learn this, right? And then once you learn it, then you can create it. So it's very simple, right? Personal stories get you stuck in your identities. And a few years ago, I was in a loop myself, right? Every single day was a carbon copy of the day before. Same thoughts, same worries, same next year I'll do it. Just the same ways of thinking, right? I was trapped in just thinking the same way. Maybe I was trapped on someday island. I don't know if I'm talking to anyone right now, but how many things have you wanted to do and you say, someday I'll do it? Someday when the kids, I thought I was chasing my future, but really I was chasing my past. Because 95% of the thoughts that I thought today were the same thoughts that I thought yesterday. 95% of the thoughts that I thought today were the same thoughts I thought yesterday. Well, if that's the case, and if your thoughts don't change and your thoughts create your reality, then your emotions won't change. And if your emotions don't change, then your life doesn't change. So if you keep activating the same emotions and wondering why your life won't change, you need to change your emotions, change the way you feel about life. You know what? I'll tell you a secret. That's when I realized I wasn't failing because I didn't have the tools. I was failing because I didn't have emotional alignment. I really didn't believe that it would happen. I didn't believe in my future. So here's what I know. The feeling of what it is that you want has to come way before you get it. The feeling of what you want, the emotional awareness of what that would feel like to walk across the stage and graduate. Let's just talk science for a second, okay? I love science. I don't know about you guys, it's one of my favorite subjects, but your brain is a prediction machine, okay? Your brain is constantly matching your current emotional state to your past experiences, right? So if that's the case, it can forecast what's coming. You see, if you live your life in stress, your brain predicts more stress. If you live a life of gratitude, what do you think your mind is going to gravitate towards? More gratitude. Your brain predicts more reasons to be grateful. Whatever you allow your brain to think about, you tend to bring about. You see, neuroscience shows us that something very fascinating. When you imagine something very vividly, I mean, vividly enough to where your emotions are associated with it, and your brain is firing and wiring with the same neural pathways that it would feel if it would happen in real life. Do you know what happens when you imagine, when you use your mind to feel the way it would feel when that moment? I'll tell you what's going to happen. Think about that for a second. Your brain doesn't know the difference between a lived experience and an emotional charged imagined one. Your brain doesn't know the difference between an imagined emotional feeling or something that's really happening. What does that mean, Gerald? What does all that mean? It means that you can literally train your brain and your body to experience your future before it physically arrives. You can train your mind and your body to experience your future before it arrives. Joe Dispenza, a great guy, he calls this rehearsing your future self. Rehearsing it, I call it becoming emotionally fluent in your dreams. You see, you have to become attached to who you say and what you say you want. Not just in the idea of it, but be emotionally, physically, and mentally attached to that as if it's already happening. You see, most people live in a cause and effect mindset. You see, they think, well, when I make more money, then I'll feel secure. When I meet the right partner, then I feel loved. When I lose the weight, then I'll feel confident, right? That's not how it works. You have to feel confident before you lose the weight. You have to feel loved before the person shows up. You see, here's the problem. The problem is that the mindset puts your emotional state in the hands of some external event. It's like saying, I'll start breathing when the air gets better. I'll say that again. It's like saying, I'll start breathing when the air gets better. Of course, that's ridiculous. But the people who create extraordinary lives, what do they do, Joe? How do they do it? They live through reverse engineering. They feel it. They feel the security before the money even arrives. You see, they feel the love before the partner even arrives. They feel the confidence before the physical change. Gerald, what does all of this mean? That means that you need to start practicing how to feel the emotions of your future. Write this down. Practice how to feel the emotions of my future. Here's how you do it, okay? If you're listening right now on your car, pull over, get a pen, jot this down. I want you to close your eyes if you can and actually follow along. I want you to define your future self. Imagine yourself in the life that you say you want. Be very specific. I want you to think about the clothes that you would wear, the environment that you would put yourself in, the people around you. But more importantly, how do you feel being that person, having that experience, the life you've always, how does that feel? Not what do you have, but who are you being? You see, you need to accept the reality that hasn't showed up. Meaning if you don't believe that it's real, it's not gonna reveal itself to you. I'll say that again. If you don't think it's real, your dreams or your visions will not reveal themselves to you. Here's what I need you to do. Okay? I need you to anchor the emotions of what it would feel like to live that life. Anchor the emotions. Well, what is that? What does all that mean, Gerald? Anchor the emotions. Well, lock in what that moment of gratitude, freedom, love, success, what does that feel like? And anchor yourself emotionally, tie yourself into that. So that way it's not a fleeting moment. It's not something that comes in and out of your mind. It's something that stays with you, not only for now, but for the days to come. You see, this is when your nervous system starts believing that it's possible. So the first thing you're going to need to do is just take action, right? Immediate action, right? What does that mean? That means start writing down the life you want. Look at it, read it, rehearse who you say you want to be, rehearse what that would feel like. And if you don't know how to do that, this is the moment where you get to say, you know what, Gerald, I've gone as far as I can go with the knowledge that I have, but I need some help. Gerald, how do I cross over? How do I get to this faster? How do I get to the life of my dreams faster? I'm gonna need you to do yourself a favor. I'm gonna need you to invest in yourself. I need you to go to geraldfears.com. I need you to subscribe to the podcast. I need you to show a little bit of sweat equity, right? A little skin in the game, as they say in sports, right? Your thoughts are the language of the brain, right? Your thoughts are the language of the brain. Your emotions are the language of the body. So when your brain and your body are speaking the same language, your life changes. When your brain and your body are speaking the same language, your life changes. And when you feel your future in the present moment, your body begins to believe that it's real. When you feel your future in the present moment, your body begins to believe it's real. Well, wow, that's a big shift, Gerald. How you see your opportunities, how you make your decisions, and how you show up is everything. Because if your feelings and your thoughts are all aligned with the person and the life you say you want, guess what? It shows up. Your mind doesn't know the difference between fake or real. All it knows is the emotions that you put behind it. So I'm going to challenge you, okay, for the next 7 days, before you check your phone, before you open your laptop, take 5, 6, 8 minutes, take your time back and feel your future. Don't think it, don't hope for it, don't beg the universe for it. But I need you to feel what it would feel like to be her, to be him, to have that, to be there. Do it until it becomes second nature. Do it until the emotional signature of your dream feels more familiar than your doubts. You just do it and do it and do it until the job gets done. Listen, I'm not going to hold you guys any longer. I want to leave you with this, okay? The truth is, your future is not coming to rescue you. The truth is, your future is not coming to rescue you. Why? Gerald, why would you say that? Because it's already here. Your future is already here. It's in the way you breathe, it's in the way you walk, it's in the way you choose to feel right now. And listen, if you can feel it deeply, honestly, consistently, the world will have no choice but to yield to your beliefs. The world will have no choice but to catch up with what you believe. I hope and pray that this message lands with you and you can start living the life of your dreams right now. You can feel the emotions of your dreams right now. You can walk into your destiny right now. If this message hits you, share it with someone who you feel is stuck in a loop of waiting for a someday island, someday when the kids graduate, someday when I lose weight, someday when I get a better job. It's time to take this deeper, okay? If you want to rewire state that's creating your life, you're going to have to visit geraldfierce.com. Book your one-on-one session with me and let's help you cross over to the river of change, because the truth is, there is no one day. There's only now. Now is the moment that your future begins. I'll see you guys in the next episode. May God bless you and keep you.